Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to the podcast, the new and experienced investor podcast, the podcast that brings real estate investors from all walks of life together. I'm one of your hosts. I'm Alex Barnett. I'm the new guy.
And I'm Joe Holmes. I guess that makes me the experienced guy.
It sure does.
Excellent.
That's fun. Today we have an awesome guest in the studio, someone who's a new and experienced investor. So this is going to be great. We got Brenda Jones with us in studio live. She's going to be answering all things social media, raising private capital, making friends, manifesting your dream life, all that stuff coming up real soon. But before we bring her on, let's talk about, we have a meetup coming up in March, March 25th. At Hangar 24.
March 25th, back at Hangar 24. What's your weather prediction?
It's going to be sunny, absolutely sunny, perfectly 75 degrees.
Okay. You were close last month. We did have a little bit of showers.
A little bit of rain.
During the meetup. It was just like sprinkling, but it was good. We survived it.
People still came out.
It turned out to be an awesome event. There was almost like 100 people there. It was packed. But anyways, we will have a representative from PropStream coming out to speak with us, and he's done this meetup about 2 or 3 times before. He is very interesting. His name's Burton. He is the guru on PropStream. I mean, he comes out and he shows us like, yeah, if you're a real estate agent or if you're a wholesaler or if you're just an investor, you know, these are the searches that you should be doing. And it's like so eye-opening. It's just amazing.
Yeah, he gets pretty granular with it.
Yeah, so he'll be there, 6 o'clock.
Yep. And if you guys want a code to get $2 off of PropStream,
$2.
yeah, they're givers. You can go to wholesalingstartupclub.com, and then we have a link in there that you can see PropStream. Get a couple bucks off, and you know, it's better than nothing.
We have to ask them if we can increase that.
They're not going to.
No?
Yeah.
You've
That's
asked?
the limit. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the limit for everybody.
$2. I mean, you can't even get a cup of coffee for $2.
It's hard. Yeah, it's definitely hard. But
Do they
that's
sell
okay.
$2 Chuck anymore?
It's probably
I
like
don't
$5 at
drink.
this point. Yeah. It's just, that was cooking
$5.
wine. You weren't drinking that wine, were you? That's cooking wine.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Just making sure. But yeah, we'd love to have you guys out there. It's always a blast. It's good to meet people, private money lenders, flippers, contractors, wholesalers, bankers have been showing up for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know why.
So photographers, all different types of people. So we'll see you there on March 25th, and we'll make sure to remind you. But enough of that. Let's bring her in. We got an amazing guest today. I'm super stoked to get her because she's all over the place. Every time I check her social media, I'm like, I thought there was a conspiracy theory where there was like 2 or 3 of her, maybe twins, maybe triplets, because I don't know how she does it. But she's here to break it all down and to talk about raising private capital and her, basically her whole story in real estate. So welcome to the studio, Brenda Jones.
All right. Thanks, guys. Happy to be here.
Awesome. Yeah, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience and how you got into real estate and all that good stuff.
Sure. Hey, I'm Brenda Jones. I'm out of Orange County, California, and I've been in real estate right now for 11 months. And currently I have a team, and we have a multifamily fund, and we are targeting North and South Carolina and possibly expanding into Ohio and Indiana.
Beautiful. See, she's like, she has the pitch. It's everything is like streamlined. You get the whole thing. So how do I do that?
Professional.
Yeah. How do I do that? I'm going to start
do you
giving
do
my
that?
career in months as well. Almost like having a baby and be like, I'm like 36 months in.
Are you having a baby?
No, I'm just saying that's how I'll explain it.
Oh.
Like my career, I've been in real estate for like 48
I thought
months.
you were like, telling us you and the producer are having a baby. No?
Not yet. No.
Oh, she keeps shaking her head no.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's working on it. She's just blushing. Okay. Okay. So how do you do so much in such a short period of time? Because
I'm a woman, and we are super, and we can do everything.
Ooh, nice.
So,
I believe that. Okay.
But no, honestly, it's because of my passion. I really, really love this. I tell everyone that I wake up and go to bed thinking about how I can move my business along. So it's not a job, honestly. Like, it's so exciting to me.
Okay.
So.
And that's how you have to be. Honestly, you do. I mean, Alex is like that. I've been like that for just a couple of years now. But yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what got you? Because you have a tech background. What takes someone that's working in the tech industry into real estate? What's that move look like?
Yeah. So me and my husband was trying to buy a house in 2022. And as you guys can remember, that's when the interest rates went psycho. And we were searching from, I think, February until August. And again, I live in Orange County. We were trying to buy a 5-bedroom house, and we were looking at houses Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, making offers, getting priced out, 200, 300K. And by the time it was August, we could afford a 3-bedroom house. And that didn't make sense, right? For the same price.
Yeah.
So we gave up. We tabled it.
Yeah.
And magically, Pace Morby showed up on my Instagram, and I was following him. And I was actually following a few more, real estate guys. And I ended up joining Sub 2, which is Pace Morby's mentorship, because Pace Morby is very genuine, right? Alex, like, he's down to earth. He's the one talking about community. He's in his jeans and his hoodie and his Prius. All the guys were a little too flashy, which, again, don't get me wrong. I want a Ferrari. I want all that nice stuff, But again, Pace has this magnetism that just draws people into him. So I was like, why not? Let me try, right? What's the worst that can happen? And 11 months later, so my 1 year will be next month. 11 months later, I've got a fund, which is crazy. Because originally I thought I was just going to have a couple condos in Vegas, because I wanted to have a free place to stay when I take my girlfriends to Vegas.
That's about right.
And now I'm looking for 50 to 150 units, and I'm raising a lot of money. So
I love that.
It's amazing.
It is amazing. Like, that's what I'm saying. So, and then you also help start OCJV, which is like kind of an offshoot of Sub 2. It's the Sub 2, I guess, JV group.
Yeah, it's a local Orange County creative real estate group. And it was born out of necessity. So I met all the leaders at Pace's book signing last May in LA. And I tell the story. I was bitching about the commute. It took me about 2 hours to drive to Griffith Park.
Yeah.
And anyone knows Southern California, like, traffic sucks here. And I was saying, like, why don't we have this in Orange County? And a bunch of people just start popping up like, I'm from Orange County. I'm from Orange County. I'm like, okay. And we just kind of huddled together and we're like, we should do this. I'm like, let's go. And literally 2 weeks later, 11 of us met each other at Fashion Island in the food court. And that's how it started. And we've been meeting religiously every 2 weeks. And we've grown the Facebook page to 11 to 750. And then an in-person gathering of 11 to almost 100 now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm very proud of that. It's one of my babies.
No,
so.
it's insane. Yeah. I think I remember there was like the first meet, and then I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then it was like, it feels like the next day there's like 500 people in the group. I'm like, geez, how did they do that?
Yeah.
It's the same thing when like you said you started Sub 2, and then I'm following her. She's like at like a ribbon cutting with Pace. I'm like, how are you doing this?
Right.
How are you doing that?
Honestly, okay. So I always give people advice. Like, it doesn't happen overnight, right? So when I started this journey, you need to do at least something every day, because it compounds. Because the opposite happens. You skip Monday, then you skip Tuesday. Then it's been a week. Then it's been a month. And then you give up, right? So for me, with zero experience starting off, I was in the Zooms. I was active in the Facebook group, right? I was calling people, just trying to network and understand, like, what was your story? What's this person's story? And it all compounded, honestly. And the most valuable advice is meeting these people in person. So my pivotal point was when I went to community camp in Kalispell, Montana. That was in July. And that's where I found out that, hey, my superpower is speaking to people, building rapport, making relationships, just talking, right? Like having a conversation. And that's where it was like, okay, you should raise capital. And then I had a chance to spend a whole day with Vina. And she said, I can teach you to buy 50 to 150 units. Like, you don't need to start with a fourplex. I'm like, let's fucking go. So
Yeah.
that's where I am right now.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. So so meeting Vina is kind of what she was like, think bigger.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
And then she has her own group about raising capital.
Yeah. So she has a multifamily group called Multify,
Okay.
and she focuses on multifamily and raising capital. Yeah. And funds or fund to funds. So that's where my majority of my time is being focused, but I still want to be involved with Sub 2 because
Yeah.
that's my beginnings, right?
Oh,
and that's
yeah.
where OCJV came from. So
Yeah, totally. And it's kind of has like everything in there. Like there are people doing multifamily. It's like, you know, teaches you the creative finance side, and just the
everything.
connections and
Business.
everything. Yeah, business. That's great. Okay, so now you're focusing on multifamily. What drew you to multifamily originally?
I mean, the way they describe scale, right? I've been recruiting for 17 years and I'm at the top of my game essentially, and kind of nowhere else to go, right? I mean, I could stay there and be completely fine, right? I can make really great money on paper, but again, I live in California. So unless I decided to go move to Idaho, you know, I wanted to also find another way to make more income, you know, and you don't know what you don't know, right? So you think, like for me, I thought real estate investing was buy a house, rent it out. Everyone starts with single family, right? No one gives you the inclination that you can start with multifamily. You know, like you have to be a billionaire to buy a big ass building, you know? So if I can hit my financial wealth goals quicker with multifamily, like why not, right? And raising capital is such like, it's sales, right? Recruiting is sales. Talking to people. I've been doing this for 17 years. The idea of like managing a rental and changing whatever pipes or broken pipes and chasing down rent to one person, you know what I'm saying? That does not sound sexy to me at all.
It's not. I've
But
done it.
talking
It's
to
fun.
No, it's bad.
No, it's fun.
there you go. See?
That's how I got started.
Thank you, Alex.
It's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe loves
It's
it.
fun. My partner and I used to chase our renters all over Orange County
There you
trying to
go.
get money from them.
You can't
You
do
know?
that anymore. That was the old school.
Right.
Yeah, but that was fun. It was.
Yeah.
So talk to me about raising funds, like in a short version, I guess.
Sure.
What does that look like?
Sure. Yeah.
I mean,
So-
you're 11 months into this.
I know. It's crazy.
Like you're amazing
Thank you.
already, you know?
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Slacking.
Yeah.
So our fund is a 506C, which means we're raising from accredited investors.
Okay.
So to simplify it, there are kind of two qualifications, right? So either you have $1 million net worth excluding your primary home, or if you're single, you've been making $200K for the last 2 years, or if you're married, combined $300K for the last 2 years. So essentially, we're raising money from sophisticated people who understands that investing in real estate is a risk. It is not FDIC insured, right? So we do not want to be taking money from people that it's their last 50K, and if they lose it, they're homeless, right? Like that's not the type of situation we want to get into. So my strategy is, you know, again, I'm from a tech background, so a lot of my network are tech professionals. So what I'm putting out there is that I help high income earners get tax efficient double-digit returns backed by multifamily real estate. So, you know, these guys are working, I don't know, 18 hours a day, right? They don't have time to do a rental, right? So, and then they're all heavily probably leveraged in the stock market, which again is, you know, so why not diversify your portfolio, get some passive income, get tax benefits? There's no tax benefits in stocks, right? Like depreciation is, when I learned about that, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So that makes me more excited, right? So to try to educate these people that there are other avenues, right? And then being able to use your 401k, your IRA to invest in real estate. Again, they don't teach you this. They really should. Why did I have to learn about trigonometry, you know, obtuse angles? Like this would have been way more helpful learning when I was younger,
It was
you
more
know?
fun too.
Yeah. Because it's so much fun.
Yeah.
I love it.
So you set up a fund.
Yes.
Obviously, you hired an attorney.
Yes, SEC attorney. It has to be an SEC attorney. There are very specific nuances that you do not want to get in trouble with the government.
Yeah.
So,
Did you put some sort of prospectus together, and that's how you like approach somebody, you know, to say, okay, here, this is what our fund is. this is what our vision is. We're out in 10 years, whatever it is.
Yeah, so we're working on that right now with the attorney. So there's
Okay.
an offer memorandum. So that's like a synopsis of the actual property under contract. But then we also have a PPM, which I don't remember what it means, but that's where you disclose everything, right? So yeah, we have those documents when we start actually taking money from people.
Do you have a property now?
Not
Or
yet.
you're
We're still
looking
looking.
for one?
We're still looking. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're doing soft commitments, right? So I'm, speaking to as many investors as I can. But once we get something under contract, then we'll start taking money in. So not until then, right? So it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And how many investors are you looking for?
I mean, so the minimum investment we're going to start with is $100K.
Okay.
And we would like to raise $4 million for the first iteration. So 40, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds manageable.
Right.
I mean, because you're going to have to hire a CPA to do all that back end stuff
Yep.
as well. Produce the K1s and
Exactly.
everything else that comes with it. You know, I'm sorry if I know a lot about this stuff.
I love it. Yeah, this is great.
Yeah, I'm just kind of picking her brain, making
There,
sure
let's
that
go.
she's real, but
Yeah.
she's
Oh, she's
real.
real,
11
yeah.
months.
I know.
So impressed.
I'm
It's
saying.
I
amazing.
appreciate that.
I feel
Thank you.
lazy.
It is amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. You're eating and sleeping real estate like
am.
all three of us here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, 4. I have to include the producer. She's
There you go.
off camera, but yeah, that's pretty much all we do every day.
It's fun.
You know,
It is fun.
and we didn't have lunch today together. We usually
I know.
do, and they miss me.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they miss me. I had lunch with an investor today.
There you go.
Yeah. So
Sometimes you got to do that.
Yeah.
Is your job now hobnobbing with the fancy folks? Would you describe it like that?
I wouldn't say that, right?
Okay.
I am definitely trying to network with as many people as possible because here's the thing. Even if I meet someone who is not an accredited investor, they probably know someone, right? So it is to my benefit to meet anyone and everyone, get their contact information, and let them know what I'm doing. And if they're not ready now, maybe later, right? It's always about timing. You're not trying to close someone on the first meet, right? So you got to develop that relationship.
Wow.
quick question: are you on Bigger Pockets?
I'm not.
You're not. Wow, because I went to the conference last year. I go every year. I've been on Bigger Pockets for a long time, and actually met Pace there. And
Yeah.
took a picture with him, and I sent it to him. And you know, I didn't think it was a big deal, but obviously you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
He's
your hero.
cool. I love Pace.
Yeah,
Yeah,
We
my
all
two
love
heroes.
Pace.
My two
He's
heroes
amazing.
together.
He really is
yeah,
amazing.
he is.
Yeah.
He is absolutely. Yeah, he was selling books, and he sold out, and I didn't leave my card because he said he was going to mail me one for free, and I forgot to leave my card, so I never got his book. But
No.
Email him. He'll send it
he's,
to you.
Yeah,
he's
he'll
a
send you
nice guy. He really is. He's a very nice guy.
Yeah.
Very genuine.
Very genuine.
I
Yeah.
feel like actually Bigger Pockets might be a good place. It's kind of like just it's all different types of people, but maybe you could reach out,
Yeah.
for funds.
Yeah.
I talked to a guy one time. He said, I raise capital. What I do is I go to doctors' conferences
Ooh.
and I chill in the hotel bar.
Yep.
And I wait for people to kind of just ask me about what I'm doing, and then he gives them the pitch. Is that a good way to
That
do
is
things?
a great idea.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so when the weather gets a little bit warmer, I plan on going down to Newport and having lunch at Joey's or, one of those fancy restaurants and just sit there by myself and see who I run into,
Nice. Let me know when you go.
Good idea.
Yeah, let's go.
Nobu.
Yeah. Nobu, exactly. Yeah.
Nobu.
Nobu
Yeah.
on
What's
the
Nobu?
wall. It's
A fancy
yeah.
Fancy
I
sushi
don't-
restaurant.
I don't do fancy. I do Carl's Jr.
Oh, that's not good for you.
See, that's what my daughter
That's
says
not
too.
good for you.
But I grew up with Carl's. I'm sorry. I have this conversation all the time. It's like,
not good for
sorry,
you.
I like
You
Carl's
gotta
Jr.
Go back in the closet.
Maybe once in a while, but no. Please not once a week.
No,
Okay.
no.
Like
Not
once
anymore.
every
No,
once every 6 months.
when nobody's around and I'm alone for lunch, it's like, yeah, go to Carl's.
You eat it in shame.
Yeah, I go to Carl's.
He's like, no one can know about this.
Yeah.
Throw the trash far away.
Yeah.
I had Carl's.
You bury it in the trash can.
I had Carl's for the first time since I was like 12 because of Joe.
There you go.
See?
I haven't had Carl's in forever. I don't plan on it.
No.
At least do In-N-Out, man. Come on.
I don't like In-N-Out.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I don't like In-N-Out.
Let's try.
I know we're off topic here, but I took Alex to Sizzler. Have you ever been to Sizzler?
I mean, 20 years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Do they still have them?
Yeah.
Where?
They're
Not in Orange
thriving.
County.
Right here.
Don't lie
off
to
of
me.
El
The
Toro.
same one. The
Yes,
same
the same
you
one
went
that's
to
been
when
there
you were
for
8 years
40
old. Yeah.
years. But
my God.
obviously they redid the building. But anyway, we were out doing one of our properties. Was it the one that we have in escrow right now?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. And I go, there's a Sizzlers down the street. And he goes, what's that? And I go, well, it's a place where old people like me go to
Yeah.
have, lunch because he wanted a salad. I said, okay, well, let's go. And so I said, just fair warning, there's old people, okay? We're walking in and some old lady just, starts to hit him up. It's like, okay, I
love
told you, So we go in and he falls in love with it.
It was
Yeah.
good stuff. It was a good spread.
I mean, really, dude?
Yeah, he did.
I don't know about that.
He really did.
It was
He liked
pretty
it.
good.
Anyways, back to you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's one of those things you're like, oh, I remember this place. But yeah, don't tell anybody, please. That was supposed to be
I
our
just
secret.
did.
Okay.
Dirty little secret.
Yeah, anyway, that was a bit we were doing. None of that was true. So yeah, another thing I think that's like sort of propelled you is like how good you are on social media. And this is like a topic that everybody is like an expert on. And I've even tried to double down on it, but for whatever reason, it's just hard for me.
Yes. So I just came back from Race Fest, and every speaker on there leverages social media. That was like the first thing they said about like tips to
What's that?
social media.
No, raise.
Oh, Race Fest is a capital raising conference. The mentor is Hunter Thompson.
Okay.
So that was in Phoenix. Yeah. So that was for like 4 days. And Pace was actually one of the speakers as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. He went off topic. It was great. He doesn't like to follow the rules. I love it.
I know. I went to a deal maker a weekend. He was like, all right, this is the topic.
Yep.
Then he gets in there. He's like, throw on some Outcasts
Yep.
and we're going to like,
That's exactly what he did. It was great.
like, what is
Yeah.
that? But it was fun.
Yeah. So social media. I've already had a handful of people reach out to me just from social media wanting to invest with me, right? So, again, in the beginning, it was slow, right? I was posting about the Zooms I was in, right? I had no idea what I was doing, but I was just posting. And honestly, it wasn't even that consistent. But as I started learning and whatnot, people want to document, or they want to watch your journey, right? Everyone says document your journey. So I'm like, okay, let's do it, right? So like you guys saw me right now, I came in here and did some B-roll, right? So I finally have hired a social media person to help me with strategy. And the goal is to post every day. But I also want to do my self-posting every day, so it's twice a day. So my social media person will post every day, and then I want to post something myself. So it's twice. So it's just like the more, content you put out there, the better.
So is it the posting that's effective, or what you post, or?
Yes.
I mean, I haven't told him, but I've been getting a lot of emails from people in India saying you can improve your
I get
YouTube.
those too. Yes, I get those too. Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
So should I not listen to him?
No.
Because he's going to take offense if I tell him that,
that's
because he
fine.
does a really good job.
No, they're just trying
try.
to get customers. So
Yeah.
it's not. I wouldn't say it's an offense. I get like 10 of those a day. So
Oh, okay.
I don't even bother to let them know I have a social media person.
Yeah.
But no, it's a combination of everything, right? So another thing that's really cool about my social media person is that we're going to narrow down my message and niche, right? All my videos, probably the last couple months, was just random because I didn't know what to do. I just wanted to put content out there to get visibility. But now I want to speak specifically about what I'm doing, how I can help people, educate, and then also tie in like personal stuff about me, right? Because I also want to influence mothers. They're like, hey, you can do this too. Or, hey, you're an immigrant, right? Like, I'm born here, but my parents are immigrants. And, we moved every time the apartment complex raised the rent, right? So we never even owned a house my whole life. So again, another goal for me, just because I never had one. So I want to inspire people that you can do more than your 9 to 5, right? So
I love that.
yeah.
Nice.
It seems like a lot of it is honing down your message.
Yeah.
I think it was like just one of your posts from a while back when you were with Vina, and it was like your elevator pitch when you're, I guess, literally going to talk to somebody about the, like where they can invest their money.
Right.
So it's, with everybody's attention span nowadays, it's like you got to get in, you got to get out, got to have a hook, got to be catchy.
Yeah.
That's pretty much literally everything.
Yeah. Yeah, that whole hook thing it's hard for me. So that's why I have a social media person to tell me what to do, and then I can just execute, right? Because I don't want to waste my time on that. That is not my passion.
Right.
I just want to talk to people all day.
Yeah.
And I think being genuine is really important too. And you come off as being very genuine.
Yeah.
Knowledgeable.
Thank you.
all that
Yeah.
stuff.
One of the comments or I guess compliments was like, came from a female friend. She was like, you film yourself without makeup a lot. And I go, I know, because I don't want to come across as someone that's fake, right? Like I don't wake up with makeup on my face, right? And sometimes I don't have time to put makeup on my face, but I need to get that content out, right? So I'm not making excuses. Not gonna lie, I do a very light filter, but
Yeah.
I mean, look at me now. I got lipstick, I got the blush,
Right.
But you can see on my page that there's a lot of videos there that I don't have makeup on. So I want to come across as like an approachable person, right? Not this
Have
Beyonce.
you been doing?
Yeah.
Have you been doing social media for the 11 months, or you just started that?
So I started a brand new account in April because I have my own personal Instagram, but that was all pictures of my son. And I do not want to make that public. And
Right.
no, you guys can understand. I don't
Yeah,
need to
no,
give you the
absolutely.
exact,
Yeah.
the reasons why. But yeah, so since April, I've been able to go from 0 to almost 2,200 followers.
Wow,
I know.
that's good.
It's pretty crazy. So,
You know who my 100th follower on YouTube was?
Alex?
Lauren.
Oh, yeah.
Lauren.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. We started and we were looking at that and ticking up. And then Alex, I go, well, where am I at? He goes, 99. And Lauren goes, I just
There you
took
go.
care of it. We're at 100.
I love it.
And I think we needed 100 to get my name at the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember. That was a while ago.
That was a
Alex.
while ago.
That was. Thank you.
Yeah, YouTube's the hardest platform. So I think I have like 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not putting any long form out right now, right? So
Yeah.
But that is a goal. I would like to monetize off of YouTube if I could.
Nice.
You can do it.
Yeah,
If you put your mind to it, you
That's
can do
right.
it. I know it.
absolutely.
I know it. I can tell.
And she's a woman, so she could do anything.
I can
Yeah.
do everything.
Heck yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. So I'm just over here just like, I need to do way more.
Yeah.
But I mean, okay, because I'm in the office just making calls, talking to sellers. Do I just put that on?
Yes, you
Just
do.
do that?
Yeah,
But I
you
wanna
got to
look
bring value,
cool.
right? So like you guys are doing this all day, every day. So talk about an objection you overcame, right, to sellers. Because there's a lot of people out there who are trying to get into wholesaling or just speaking to sellers or agents, and they're so deathly afraid of the objection. And you just, again, natural salesperson can bullshit their way through it, right?
Yeah.
But a normal person wants to hear, right? So then that could be something you could share.
Yeah. Alex's problem is if I started videotaping him talking to somebody, I'd still be on the same person an hour later. He becomes their best friend.
That's fine.
And I'm going like this, like,
It's
dude,
not good for short form
move on to
content.
the next one,
Right.
you know?
Yeah, we
It's
might
like,
need to shorten that a bit.
Yeah, we don't need to hear about this guy's World War I experience, you know? Not, I appreciate it, but,
Right.
move on.
Yeah, are we
Yeah.
buying the house or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stick to the script.
Get to the point.
I know. Well, when do I start doing videos like on the private jets and
Exactly.
that's the question. Do I
I
need
have
to
one of my
rent one?
clients, past clients, she got a real estate license, and her husband's a pilot on a private jet, and she offers if you buy a home through her, she'll take you on a ride on a private jet.
Oh, let's do it.
That's her kind of little niche
love
thing.
it.
I
Yeah,
see her on
that's cool.
Instagram all the time. Yeah,
That's a good hook.
That is a good
See?
hook.
very good hook.
Yeah.
Can we like rent it from her?
Can we go on it?
Yeah, it's like if you know her, look it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Joe's
I'm rethinking my whole thing.
Joe's latest hook is going to be a ride in the Cybertruck when he gets
Ooh,
home.
when I get it,
Ooh.
yeah.
Did you order it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
I ordered
Okay,
it early
please let me
on, and
know.
look,
I would like to take some videos
know,
with that too.
Mm-hmm.
I checked. I mean, there's a website you can check, but it's not really Tesla approved website. But it's looking to be like another year before I get
Okay.
it, you know,
I
because
think there's some
obviously
rolling
every
around.
movie star in the world
Yeah.
has one,
Yeah.
you know. So I'm that movie star, you know. So
yeah, you're in the middle of the
I
list.
saw what's her name? I forgot.
Kardashian.
Her name. Kardashian.
Yeah.
Had one the other day.
I
It's like,
mean,
oh,
you know.
thanks. You know.
I know everyone's like,
Yeah,
of
she
course.
probably never even signed up. I literally
Yeah,
signed
just
up the
gave one
day
for free.
of. You know, and yeah, you just
got
like,
delivered.
No, Elon. Somebody did ask him about that. He says, "Can you send me a Cybertruck for free?" And he says, no, everybody pays, including myself." He said,
That's good.
"Yeah, it's like that's a good policy."
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So keep the freeloaders out.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
You need
I
that
have to
paywall.
pay. Everybody should pay.
That's right.
Yeah. Keep it.
So yeah,
Keep it
I'm
real.
waiting. I think there'll be a lot of video content when it arrives.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
There we go.
Okay.
Aviators, all that stuff.
I love it.
We'll let you know.
Please.
Yeah, we'll put you on our special Cybertruck notification list.
On the group text.
Yeah, perfect.
Are you still gonna wrap it with like "We'll buy your house," like cyber
I don't
flippers?
know. I'm like very conservative and traditional. I like to keep my cars the same way that I buy them. But obviously, you know, this is like going to be totally different. So I may need to do lots of videos
Yeah.
and monetize it. And, you know, we will figure it. This group right here will figure out what
Yeah.
I need to put on there, you know, to get more hits.
I think we need like a cyborg Joe and like a futuristic house being flipped.
I love it. It's already going to get a lot of attention, so
Yeah.
you might as well stick your number on there at least.
Yeah.
Something. QR code,
True.
There you go.
you know?
QR code, that's good.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's a
Yeah,
master
that's not,
marketer.
you know, two in your face.
Exactly.
Everybody knows what it is. And
Yeah.
just go up to the truck. You know, my fear, again, we're off topic again. You know, my fear is that somebody's going to come up and, you know, hit it with a baseball bat. You know,
Well,
They
you have
won't do
insurance,
anything.
right?
They
Yeah,
won't
but,
do
you
anything
know.
though. They've shot like
Well,
seven.
see,
Oh,
that's
is it
the problem.
bulletproof?
I think
Yes,
so.
that's the problem. It's like, oh yeah, we saw it on
Oh.
YouTube that it's bulletproof. Let's try it.
What you should do then is take it to the desert and shoot it up
Right.
and then drop your
Yeah.
your logo on the end of the video. You'll get a lot of hits for that, for sure.
No, I don't want to.
He's scared. Yeah, that's taking
Hopefully it
too
doesn't
far.
ricochet.
No, it's you know, it's a truck. It should like go off road and all that stuff. Sorry, I
It's
am
just
never
pretty.
taking it off road. Yeah, it's just gonna be from here to my house to my flips and back. That's it. You know,
Just for
no
show.
off road.
Yeah,
just
just
for
for
show.
show.
Just for show.
Love it.
Well, let's talk about Brenda again.
Okay.
Okay, we can listen to this
Okay.
later. So speaking of videos, what can we expect to see kind of like in the next couple months if we start following you, Brenda Rose Invests?
Yeah.
Instagram.
So my videos are going to look a little bit different now because I did switch managers.
Oh,
So yeah, give me some feedback. It'll be a little bit
Okay,
different.
nice.
But yeah, like I said, it's going to be a more tailored message about what I'm doing, educating on multifamily investments, how people can, you know, diversify their portfolio, get tax benefits, you know, get double-digit returns, right? Better than the stock market. And then I'll be traveling a lot, so I'll be documenting that. When I do travel, I do interviews with people there, so you'll see a lot of interviews that I've done. And hopefully one of the videos will be telling people that we got something under contract. So,
Nice.
there you
yeah.
go. Where are you going to be traveling?
So in a few weeks, we'll be traveling to Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. So we're going to do a little road trip and meet with brokers and property managers and develop the relationship. So when something good comes onto their desks, they give us a call.
Awesome.
Nice.
You're going to meet with property managers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're going to need, you know, obviously somebody there to manage the property. So, and they also have
Gotcha.
insights into what properties could be coming online,
Right.
distressed, right? Because they're dealing on the ground floor with that. So
How hard is getting off market like multifamily? Is that
I think it's hard,
Okay.
but that's why you have to develop the relationship, right?
Okay.
I was telling you guys earlier that a lot of brokers we spoke to said that they get calls from out of state investors all the time. But if they don't come to visit them, they don't really take it seriously, which makes sense, right? Like I'm spending the money, I'm spending the time, like I'm serious, you know? So
okay? And then why those states specifically?
so the research we've done so far is, you know, high growth. A lot of companies are, you know, migrating there, building campuses, and you know, property appreciation, right? So and it's not saturated yet. So hopefully we're getting in at a good time. So
Are the companies coming from California?
Probably some.
Yeah. Yeah.
All over, but yeah.
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 Got it.
Yeah, they're popping up like Intel. I know, like popping some stuff up. Tesla's always
Yeah.
popping up
I think
somewhere.
they have some like biomedical companies moving over there too. So yeah, there's a lot of growth.
Wow. And then are you looking for like properties you can just do like buy it, value add, raise the rents, get the cap rate
Yeah.
going?
Yeah. So we're looking for C plus B minus class, 50 to 150 units, garden style, walk up style. So meaning like no elevators. So probably 3 to 4 stories. And yeah, definitely value add. Our exit's going to be between 5 to 7 years. And it's going to be the typical, right? Either refinance, sell to an institution, or hold if, the market is not warranting that. So,
Gotcha.
yeah. But yeah, like rehabbing the interior, the exterior, updating like maybe security, trash, washer and dryers. I know some states where, and I don't know if I'm going to explain this properly, but like you fix it where you bill the tenant water and electricity directly versus it's just the whole building. I don't know what the words are, but yeah, stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep. Wow. Okay. So how are you like taking all this in and learning about multifamily like so quickly?
Again, it's exciting to me, especially when I found out where I fit in to the big scheme of things, because then I can lean on my partners, like they do the underwriting, right? Again, I could do it myself, but it might take me 10 hours versus them doing it in a couple hours, right? So, but then they don't want to talk to people for 7 hours, networking 5 times a week, right? So like we all have our strengths and it helps the team, achieve our goals. So I just love it, honestly. Like it's not a job. It's amazing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Were you always like this, like the networking, like getting like in high school, where you're like bouncing around like to different crews?
Voted
I
most
think
likely
so.
to succeed.
I didn't get that, but
No?
I was
Well, they screwed up.
I was voted homecoming princess, not queen.
Oh, that's
senior
really
year.
that's a good
So,
accomplishment.
Yeah.
Dang.
Absolutely.
I wasn't even close. I
Yeah.
was like court jester.
But yeah, I've been
Okay.
I've been very social. Yeah.
Good.
But not to say I didn't have any awkward moments in my early years.
That's what those years are for.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Wow. Okay. And then you get into recruiting. So then you're like building your skills there of talking to people and meeting a bunch of
Yeah.
different
So
people.
actually, I went to college for pre-med because I'm Filipino and Asians always want their kids to either be doctors, lawyers.
Yep.
And I love the subjects, but it was really freaking hard. And let's be honest, like you don't want your doctor to be someone who kind of did average in school, right? And I didn't have a passion for it. So I went to UCSD and they did not have a business major. So I ended up switching to economics. And so at the time, going through like career counseling and whatnot, I thought I was going to be a financial analyst. So my first job out of college was for an investment bank, which is kind of crazy because it's State Street. And State Street's one of the biggest, real estate investors right now. So it's like kind of full circle, which is crazy to me. But I did that for a couple years and I was kind of like a glorified data entry person. So I was like totally bored. And this was in the days of MySpace. So for the people who are old enough to know, I was on MySpace all day.
Nice.
I haven't heard that in a long time.
Right? I
Heck
know.
yeah.
Hey, Tom. Just kidding. And then I was trying to look for another job because I was money motivated and, I didn't really see a career, in that job. So I went to a recruiting agency and every job that they pitched to me was either going to be like a downgrade or a lateral. And I was like, I want to make more money. And then they're like, well, you should be a recruiter. And I said, oh, hell no, I have a college degree. Why would I get in sales? Oh my God, right? So I sit on it for like a few months. And at the time, I'm in my early 20s, living at home, no bills. And everyone says, take the risk. Like, what's the worst that can happen, right? You can go back to finance. You have your degree. And I've been recruiting for 17 years now.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Awesome. You actually
crazy.
liked it.
Yeah.
What did you enjoy about that?
talking.
The people aspect, yeah. And also like recruiting sales, I never liked like how car salesmen are, right? Really pushy, trying to upsell you. Recruiting is like, you're looking for a new job, let me find you another job. And people don't understand that, like they think it's just HR. So the first 10 years of my life, I was working for an agency. So it's a double sell. I need to cold call into companies, seeing if they'll pay me a fee to find them someone to hire. And they need to cold call candidates and say, hey, do you want to work for this company? So I'm getting paid by the company, but I got to sell both sides, right? Mm-hmm. And so my agency, I worked at 100% commission for 10 years.
Wow.
So
wholesaling people is what I call that.
100%.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. And
I
you
didn't
can't
even know that was a thing.
survive 100% commission for
Right.
10 years
You
if you're
can
not
wholesale
good.
anything.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it was the people.
Commish the
100%
whole
yeah,
time.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's good.
And I started that during right before the 2008 crash. So that was fun.
Yeah.
But I, grinded it out. I didn't give up, right? I could have gone back to finance, which I didn't want to. And again, I found a mentor. She's watching. And she took me under her wing and I learned everything from her. So that's, one of the other messages that I like to share is that like, you need to find someone who's doing what you want to do, right? And doing it well, right? Don't take advice from someone that's just sitting on the couch and talking shit and being a troll, right?
Those people have a lot of opinions.
I
though.
know. They ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
Also, I
Block
swear a
them
lot,
out.
so I don't know if we're getting bleeped out.
No, you're fine. You're good.
Nope.
This is my authenticity
That's
right
it.
here.
Yeah. It's all good. Yes.
But yeah, find yourself a mentor, a community.
I love that. And you continue to do that.
I do.
Because I notice you're going to a lot of conferences, mentorships, and are you finding value in every single one? Some better than others?
Yeah, so I'm in 3 mentorships right now, right? So Sub 2 with Pace Morby, Multiply with Vina Jetty, and then I also joined RPM, which is Raising Private Money with Amy Majuri. So I'm probably going to hold off on the mentorships for now, but I'm going to continue to go to the conferences because there's so much information you can learn from everyone, right? Like everyone has their own perspective, the way they do it. So I want to try to be the best. So I got to learn. Always learning.
I feel like women would be way better at raising capital than men. Is that true? Is there a statistic there?
I don't know. Probably. I'll say yes.
I'm
I don't know.
I would I'd be like, yeah, of course, I'll
Yeah.
invest.
I'll take the title.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay, so we're going around. We're going around the country. We're looking for the next deal. Or how are you guys going to know? It just has to pencil out, and then you have to know. I mean, that's a lot of pressure. I guess you have everybody's money there.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure it's a home run.
Yeah, it needs to pencil out. Yeah. Again, I'm not the numbers person, but our target numbers is to have an equity multiplier of 1.4 to 2.2. And then cash on cash pre-sale 7% and cash on cash post-sale 15%. So I am not going to be doing the spreadsheet for that.
No. You're like, I did my job.
Yeah.
You guys figure that out.
Exactly. Yeah, you guys figured that out. But yeah, so, I mean, real estate investing is you want to buy at a deep enough discount that worst case scenario, you're still in a good spot, right? So just got to search for it.
That's the fun part.
Exactly. Yeah.
Heck yeah. Okay, so getting back to networking. This is something I've always wanted to be good at, but for whatever reason, I mean, it's fun for me, but are you the type of person that can meet somebody for like 2 minutes, have a conversation with them, you don't see them for 5 years, and all of a sudden you're like, hey, John, how's it going? How are the kids?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Good.
I am not.
All right.
I actually need to work on my memory.
Okay.
I will remember faces and maybe names, but I do not have photographic memory. But I am outgoing enough that I can literally just interject in anyone's conversation and just introduce myself and start talking. So,
Okay, nice.
yeah, because
Heck
there's a lot of people that they're like, oh, they're talking. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I need to talk to this person, you know?
Yeah.
So
That's how
I
I'm
don't have
gonna
time
be.
for them to finish their conversation.
That's right. Oh, gosh.
Because again, you got to get it done, right? You got to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, who's going to advocate for yourself? You,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you gotta take
if you
a
just
shot.
stand there and do nothing, nothing's going to happen. It's not going to fall in your lap, right? You got to make it happen.
That's awesome. How are you doing that? Okay, so you're going to these conferences. Are you picking out like certain people that you want to talk to and then going to meet them?
Yeah, I mean, if there's a way I can know who's going to be there, yeah, I'm definitely going to try to speak to them. But I mean, like for Race Fest, right? This is actually a group of people I didn't know. Majority of them I didn't know, and it was 1,000 people, so that's kind of hard to like meet everybody. So there was definitely a a small group of sub 2 people that we all kind of hang out together, But I was just trying to meet as many people as I could, right? Or someone said, "Hey, you need to meet this person." I'm like, "Okay, I'll go meet that person." But yeah, if there's a way to find out, I'll definitely try to get in front of them as quickly as possible.
Do you have like a CRM for all these people, or that's just your phone?
Not yet.
Okay. Is that something
I
they tell
have
you?
Blink. So Blink's a really
Okay.
great digital business
Right.
card. It has a whole little like I don't know, a diary, right, of like all
Right.
the people you met that you can export through CSV. So we will
Okay.
be uploading that into our MailChimp, right, for our newsletter. We're still working on all our systems and whatnot. So
That is
But you should use Blink.
exciting. This is all under a year. She
know.
did that.
it's crazy.
Very impressive.
I'm very proud of myself, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be. Absolutely. Should be.
What about your parents? Do they still want you to be a doctor?
I think they were over that a while ago. Yeah. When I was so scared to tell my dad. And when I
Yeah.
told him that I switched majors, he was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, of course." So, it's like,
Oh, yeah?
you put all your pressure on yourself, honestly.
Okay.
So that's another thing. Like when people are like, "Oh, I'm just so scared to post on social media." Honestly, nobody's looking. There's
No,
so many
true,
times
true.
I've asked or pinged someone, I'm like, "Did you see the reel I just posted?" They're like, "No."
Yeah.
So it's because it's the algorithm, right? Like
Right.
only a fraction of your followers see you.
Yeah.
So just post it. Who cares?
Yeah. Nobody
And
cares.
it's like, so I went to Golden Ticket a few weeks ago, which was an invite-only event for sub 2. And you got to go to that if you were involved with the Family Promise charity that Pace was involved with last November. And I went up to Pace and I was like, "Hey, like, will you film with me?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." And I thought I was just going to get my cell phone with my wireless mics and we're just going to post up my, tripod. And we ended up going on stage with his videographer with their professional mics and like fancy camera. And I was like, "Oh shit." And I am very proud to say that like I spoke to him and asked him questions without stuttering, without faltering, because literally 6 months ago when I was in Kalispell, Montana, his videographer was sorry, Eric. He was asking me to give a testimonial and I was running away from him because I was terrified to speak into the camera.
Wow.
And that was 7 months ago.
Yeah.
So for me to go from that to like interviewing a mentor, like I will toot my own horn for that because for as much I'm so outgoing, I did not like public speaking. Like doing this
Right.
7 months ago, shit my pants.
There you go. That's cool.
So yeah, I've grown a lot.
Yeah. It's just exposure therapy.
Yeah.
Get out there, force yourself.
No
Then
one's looking.
no one's
No one
looking.
cares.
That's true. That's
I
freeing,
put up
actually.
my tripod at the restaurant, at the airport. They look at you, but whatever. They're not doing shit with their life.
Yeah.
Right?
That's it. She just turned me into a monster. I'm pulling it out everywhere.
Mindset.
Okay.
Mindset.
Let's
yeah.
get me
Yeah,
pumped.
turn into a beast.
Yeah, I'll be in Sizzler, like
Yes.
just throwing the lettuce.
With all the old people looking at you like,
Exactly.
what the heck is that guy doing?
Yeah.
He's too young to be in here.
There you go. Kick him out.
Kick him out. He's a party guy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh man, this is awesome. Okay. I have a little section called React to This.
Yes. I need to put the headphones on, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, just put
Or
it on.
just put them up to your ear,
yeah, you can
whichever.
do a little one ear
That's
Mariah
fine.
Carey action.
I'll comply.
There you go. Oh,
Ooh.
beautiful.
Yeah, now you can
Sound
hear.
is much different right now.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's like a cerebral experience right now.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's fully immersive.
Yeah.
I really feel like I'm on a podcast.
Yeah, this is it. This is going to be the audio version.
I totally missed out.
You'd
My
have
bad.
to, you have to shave your head.
No, yeah.
I know. I
You
don't
had
know
a
if this is a
proper
good
one.
profile right here.
No, it's good.
Let me know.
Yeah.
But whatever.
All right, producer.
Okay.
Load us up.
Is this kind of like the Rob Dyrdek thing? Like,
Yep. Yeah.
okay.
It's going to be people like flying off like ramps and stuff, but real estate.
Real estate. Okay. Well, here comes the bad words.
Okay. Need a second.
This is a secret way people get rich in real estate that you and me can also do too. There's one phrase you need to know when raising private capital. I help people build wealth with double-digit returns backed by real estate. Stop asking people for money and start telling them you have an opportunity. Far too often, people get nervous and scared when faced with the task of raising capital for their business or even finding investors. That's because they're going about it all wrong. To help explain what I mean, I'm going to take a page out of a good friend of ours book, Amy Majori, who's an expert at raising private capital. Her secret sauce lies within the difference of telling versus asking. Her pitch to potential investors is not asking them for things like, hey, can I borrow money from you? Or, hey, I have a potential flip property that I think you would be good to invest in. Her pitch to an investor is not asking them for things like, would you invest in a deal with me? Or could I borrow money from you to buy this property with? But instead, she tells them, I help people. This is a secret way.
There you go. That's my mentor, Amy Majuri. And literally, that was my pitch that you guys heard me say
I was
earlier.
going to say it sounded very, very similar.
Yeah. So when you're raising capital, you are not asking for money. You are showing people an opportunity to make passive income or diversify their portfolio. And if they're not interested, they're not interested. Move on. How many billions of people are there in the world, right? If you're begging someone for money, they're not the right person, right? Mm-hmm. So you need to come off that you're providing value and opportunity. If they're not interested, they're not interested. Still get their contact information. Again, timing. Maybe they want to, maybe they do their own research and then they finally realize, oh, what Brenda was saying was probably true. Let me hit her up again, Mm-hmm. But yeah, don't be chasing the money. Don't be desperate. People can smell it.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's the same thing when you're like talking to a seller and stuff. It's like people call it sales, but you're the one buying their property.
Right.
So you're like, I don't even want this thing really. And then they sell you on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
the
the best
takeaway is the best sales tactic.
For sure.
Oh, it's okay. We have someone else.
Yeah.
No.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, exactly.
Or this is the only purse left on the floor. You have to buy it now.
I know it's happening, and it still gets me every time.
It gets me too. I consider myself a great salesperson, and I fall for it too.
Exactly.
Because it's emotional, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I want it so bad.
Yeah, it's the last one. I'll tell her. It's the last one. You said it's the last one. I need it.
Most salespeople are the easiest to sell to.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
I know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, especially if I want the thing, I'm like, all right, just I don't need the whole thing. Like, I just
Take
want
my
the
money.
thing. Yeah, I'm good. Like, let's do the exchange. It's
Yeah.
fine. But okay, that's good to know. So that's my new pitch.
Yep. She's
Have
awesome.
I help you. Oh yeah.
I have another one.
Yeah, we got another one.
Okay, let's go.
Girl math. I bought a property using someone else's money, so technically it's free, right? Girl math. Every time I spend money on a credit card, I get points to travel for free. Girl math. I use my cash out refi as a down payment on my next property, so it's free, right? Girl math.
Okay.
I don't know what girl math really means, but I points hack, yeah.
Yeah.
And cash out refi to buy another property is smart.
Yeah.
So girls are smart. Yeah, I like it.
All right. Seems like an easy equation.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like a trend or something, the girl math thing, but it's that's pretty good.
Well, Vina did one. It was I'm a real estate investor.
Mm-hmm.
That one was really good. So yeah, everyone has their little perspective. I was thinking of doing it one too. I just want to make one funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Husband talking to wife. Wife, you bounced a check the other day. We didn't have enough funds. Wife responds, well, I had like 4 or 5 checks left in there. So I thought I had enough. That's girl math.
Okay.
Oh,
That's girl
nice.
Well-
Old school.
I don't know that girl.
That girl's not in my friend zone.
That girl is not my friend. Nope. Nope.
What do we got, producer? Talk to us.
We got one more.
Okay.
Okay,
nice.
this one's I think I picked it for Alex and Joe. This is like their favorite.
Ooh, okay. Let's
They
see.
are like buddy cop pals, so here we go.
Rookie and the Sarge.
Okay.
All right, I'm just pulling up right now. We've got the squatters in here right now.
Hello, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. What you got?
Look at this too. They opened this shit up.
Out. All right. Okay, I got more officers coming, and this gentleman owns the home, and he is giving me permission to kick the door from the hinges.
Oh, wow.
All this. Nobody has to go into jail, or nobody has to be in trouble. But we need to resolve this.
You
Is
saw
he
that
doing
one?
drugs? I can't see.
It says he's looking for his fake lease. Yeah.
Right.
Get the receipt.
Whoa.
Just pulling up right now.
Well,
Got the squatters in here.
yeah,
right
it's a
now.
part of the real estate game sometimes, but
Well, at least we know that's not California because they wouldn't allow that. So that's
True.
why we want landlord-friendly states.
True.
So I'm all about
kick
that.
the door from the
Get
hinges.
those guys out of my property.
The officer that when we had an eviction, he was like, "Can you give him like a couple more days?" It had
kidding.
already been like 9 months.
California.
Yeah. He's like, "I don't really want anything to go down right now. I need to show him this next time."
That guy doesn't care.
I kept telling him no.
Yeah.
They need to get out. Well, they got some stuff inside. I go, so?
Who cares?
You know? Get them
What
out.
happened to kick the door from the hinges?
You need the female cop. That's what you need.
That's
That's
right.
true.
See, here we go again.
I know.
Wow. Didn't think of that.
I didn't think of that either. Yeah.
Next time we'll request a female cop.
There you go.
Yeah.
I bet you she gets done.
Yeah.
Probably.
I mean, it's just a part of the owning the rentals, you know? You're going to have some
It's totally going to
squatters
happen.
and stuff.
But at least you're in a state that supports you as
Yeah.
the landlord, right?
Yeah. Maybe that'll change this year
No.
with
You
the voting
kidding?
system. If I vote a certain way or another,
Your one little vote?
Yeah.
It doesn't work
I
like
have
that.
to believe. All right. Fine.
Yeah. I love living here, but I'm not going to buy here.
Yeah. True. Yeah. I've had a few experiences so far in my 48 months.
There you go. Document
Yeah.
it.
I know.
People like that
He
stuff.
doesn't like it.
Well, I just got.
He had a bad experience renting.
Yeah, and then I was wondering, like, if I post something about this person.
Oh, they're going to
Yeah,
retaliate?
she
Yeah,
was
because
very
they were
nasty.
like a little.
Well, then just talk about it then.
Yeah,
Not
just
like
talk-
the actual
no,
video. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
We won't mention any names.
Yeah, no names. No names or
I
addresses.
know. I was gonna like ask the lawyer, I was like, can I like make a YouTube video about this? Because it'd be really cool.
Yeah.
But
It didn't even get that far. I was like, absolutely not.
I know. Yeah, Lauren's like, do not wake the beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Probably smart.
yeah. All right. So tell us about, I guess, like, how can people reach out to you? How can people,
Yeah.
if
So
they want to invest with you?
yeah. So our fund is Leapfrog Funds. So that's www.leapfrogfunds.com, or you can email me at brenda@leapfrogfunds.com. And socials, Instagram is Brenda Rose Invests, Facebook is Brenda Rose Invests, YouTube is Brenda Rose Invests, and then on LinkedIn it says Brenda Rose Jones. So
Perfect. Leapfrog.
I'm always on Instagram, so that's probably the fastest way to get in touch with me.
Yeah, it's a cool channel. Honestly, I see you everywhere, and I'm like, that's why I'm like, how is she doing this? I'm sitting in the office, like, how is she doing all this stuff?
Yeah. I've got help now.
Do we have some questions?
Ooh.
That's what I'm gonna.
We do. We have some comments and questions.
Oh, wow.
So, Jason Park says, Alex and Brenda, OCJV.
There you go. We love Jason Park. He's so
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah,
He's so smart.
yeah.
That guy knows his numbers. So anybody out there, hit that guy up.
Yeah, it's a good group to like just bounce. I send deals like over there, and they're like this or that. Sometimes you just need that. You're like, what is this? They're like,
Yep.
no, okay.
We've got our regular Liz, and she says, hi.
Oh.
Nice.
Hi.
Hi.
Ashanti says, awesome work, Brenda.
Oh, thank you. These are my friends. See, look, they
Nice.
come out to
That's
support
nice.
me.
Yeah.
I know.
That's nice. Very nice.
And she also had a question.
Okay.
What do you think is the best strategy for raising capital?
Social media. It's free, right? So it all boils down to how much effort you put into it, right? So, and then you get to a point where you hire someone. But if you're starting out, it's free. Free marketing, right? And in-person events, right? So a couple of guys from OCJV, we just went to an Asian real estate event a couple of days ago. So again, you gotta meet people. Because even though it is the technology age, relationships are solidified in person, honestly.
Right. Yeah. That is kind of cool when you like see someone over Zoom for so long and then you meet them in person. You're like, this is crazy.
Yeah, you're real.
Yeah.
Jackie says, Loving this. Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah,
You're
a lot of
welcome.
compliments.
Heck yeah.
Awesome.
And then we've got Stephanie asking, who uses checks anymore?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Probably.
Old people at Sizzler.
Yeah, exactly. You still paying with checks? It's
Joe.
I pay with checks sometimes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
You write a check to
commission
Carl's Jr.?
checks- commission checks for our agents. We write checks out.
Oh yeah.
We don't like do wire transfers or anything like that.
Yeah.
We probably should, but yeah, no, I still write checks.
I like picking up a check from escrow every once in a while.
Yeah, those are good checks.
I think they're talking about like when you're at the grocery store.
Yeah,
And you're
for
like,
sure.
let me.
No.
And then they're
Yeah.
balancing the ledger in front of you. You're like, yo.
That's credit card stuff.
Yeah.
But
Just move along.
checks have a function
Yeah.
still,
All right.
kind of
Okay.
like cash.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, it still has a function.
Yeah.
You know, all this. What do they call it? Bitcoin and all that.
Oh, I
sort
don't
of
understand
stuff,
any of that.
You know, it's like, come on.
Yeah. We're
Don't
staying
ask me
away
a
from
question.
that.
I have no
Yeah,
idea.
No.
It's not. Yeah. I can't see it. I don't believe
I don't.
it.
There you go. See?
Apparently it's all up today. Or it was this morning.
Yeah. Yeah. My
Oh, I
partner's
heard
all
that
about
yesterday. I had lunch with a couple of ladies and their sons that were at the Ryan's meetup where he spoke. And the son was like, he sat down and he didn't stop talking about Bitcoin and said it's up and all that stuff. I was like, yeah, like anything
Great.
else, it's the stock market. It's
Right.
going to go down.
Yeah,
okay?
exactly.
It's going to go down. I'm sorry to break your
Right.
bubble, you know, but it's going to go down.
Right.
You know? So,
Well, those guys have been quiet for a while.
yeah. They,
Like all the crypto bros. So when
Yeah.
it does go up, they're like, yeah, see, I told you.
yeah.
And then 3 days later, you like don't hear anything.
Yeah.
It's nature of the beast.
Ashanti's got another question for you.
Awesome.
So would you say it's best, especially during this time? I think she's referring to the social media.
Yeah.
Possibly in-person networking. Also, how often do you suggest holding or attending events? My first one is on the 27th.
Ooh.
If you're trying to get money, you should be meeting people as much as you can. I mean, like I said, OCGV is every 2 weeks. We just moved it to once a month, but we're doing a Zoom in between because we were too big. But I mean, I'm traveling again in another 2 weeks. So I'm traveling twice a month. So yes, the more the merrier. The more that you can. It's a numbers game,
Yeah.
right?
Honestly, yeah, everything is. Do you have physical business cards? Or you just blank?
I'm blank.
Just
Yeah.
Blank.
Yeah. Or Instagram.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. You gotta save the trees.
Yeah, that's true. I have people still ask me for business cards. I'm like, I've been meaning to print those up since day one.
No. Someone tried to
Haven't done
give me one, and I said, I'm gonna throw this in the trash.
it. I know. See? Just got. There we go.
Don't give it to me. You can save your money.
This is my investor. I call it my investor card.
Yeah.
So it doesn't identify me as a
Agent.
full-time real estate agent or broker.
There you
It
go.
because I used to use this for door knocking,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd leave it at the door. And I found that most of the time, if you left them a real estate card that you're a real estate agent or broker, they're just thinking, "Oh, I just want to list the house
Yeah.
for them." No, I'm actually here to buy the house from you. You know, so I had to go to different cards. So
There you go.
I still have them.
Yeah, it's good.
I mean, that makes sense for door
Sorry,
knocking.
I'm-
Yeah, for door knocking,
Yeah.
you got to leave something.
Yeah.
I'm old fashioned, I guess.
It's okay.
With a Cybertruck.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. You're sending mixed signals.
We'll be here
Joe.
a year later. We'll have you back.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it. You guys are great. This is fun. I want to do in-person podcasts all the time.
Yeah.
Please. So much more
These are-
fun.
Yeah.
These are way more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. These are way more fun.
Getting a chance to hang out. Producer?
We are clear for launch.
Ooh.
Cool.
okay.
All right. Thank you, Brenda, so much.
Thank
you guys
you.
follow her on Instagram. I'm telling you, it's a different thing every day. So you can live vicariously through her, or you can just invest with her. If you're too busy and you got some cash it's just sitting in the bank and eaten up, by inflation, then, put it in the hands of someone that is out there taking it to the next level. We'll be back here next Thursday, and make sure you guys share this with anybody who is a new or experienced investor. We want to get them on this real estate train. Let's go. We'll see you guys next week.
Thanks.
See you later. If you want some more advice on real estate investing, reach out to us one-on-one.